Back again and doing a little change up here. This video is going to be pretty well all derby car. We got to put a tranny cooler in it, brake pedal, gas pedal, put the fuel pump back in it. We used it last year on a buddy car. Got to straighten the front frame horn. And I'm going to add these bars back whenever the guy who actually owns this car, it's not actually my car or my motor, but the guy who actually owns it, he bought it from somebody and we put it together, but they had done cut these bars out. So I'm going to add these back in, and I'm going to add a window bar, and there's my tranny cooler. It's a big bulky one. But that, and we got an all thread shock. Yeah, driver's side all thread shock is loose, or the weld's broke on it, so I need to weld it down, and I think we're gonna repaint it. That's all depending on time, but let me go look at the list. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I'm going to add tubing to the top of this bumper right here in the point. So I had problem, if you don't get, I don't have fancy spindles or lift spindles or anything like that. I just run regular old spindles. So I don't know, there's all kinds of tricks to get the height out of the front of these, but if you don't have it, they clear your bumper, and that's just a little preventative thing. Try to keep them from doing that. But let's look at the list. Oh, I got to change the oil, add some gear, just check fluids and stuff like that. I probably change the oil more in derby cars than I do anything. Yeah, we got to put the fuel pump back in it, the tank protector bars. Oh, kickers. It needs to have, I got to get the kickers in it. From right here to the cage. We'll put it on the trailer, kind of get some downward pressure on it, and put them in, weld them in, and hope for the best. But I think today we're going to start off by trying to do the pedals and the tranny cooler. I have a tranny cooler in the limited weld car. This is considered a metric, I don't even know if you, pro stock metric kicker, I don't know what you call them. There's different rules for everything. But I have already a bar, it runs across, and this way I just need to cut it out of that car, because that car, the next time it goes out, it'll have a passenger seat in it. I'll show you what I mean here. Oh yeah, and this car has been sitting outside this is the first part of spring, so we are fighting the wasp. Right here, got this bar and this bar. Need to cut it, pull it out, and just very little trimming. It seems like it should fit in that car, but I'm gonna start doing that. I'll probably just hit off and on recording this, show you what it looks like tacked in. I get it all cut out and stuff like that, and get the fuel lines. Just show you here and there and what all I'm doing throughout the day, and the pedals and what all they look like and all that. But I will get right back with you after I get that cut out. Alright, got it cut out. Now I just need to clean it up and weld it in the spot where it goes, and I need to tack it and then make sure the tranny cooler sits in there, and then pull the tranny cooler back out and weld it all up solid. But yeah, good God, I'm glad I got a garage now. with a fan and a little breeze in here, because out there in the sun cutting that out, that was hot. But I'll get this cleaned up and tacked in, get right back with you. Alright, got it welded in here where it needs to be. Tested it, the training cooler is sitting there. There is, this center bar goes at an angle, so back here I've got to weld like a little tab off of it to mount the third spot, but we got that in. My youngest one, she won't go in the house unless I go in the house to take a break, and she looks like she's getting warm, so it's time to go in the house, cool off for a little bit, and come back out and work on it some more. Alright, had a little cool down here. Back out here now. I'm going to have to run different. This thing has a steel bell on it, so good job. So it's got a gotta have a little bit different fittings for the tranny lines, kind of in an angle. I don't know if those are an angle enough either. I hope they'll work. That's all I got, but I'm gonna blow them out. They've been sitting on the shelf. I mean, they were taped up, but just like to make sure. Stick the air nozzle in there. A little bit comes out the end there. I'll grab the other one and do the same. Then I'll switch them out onto the cooler. Actually, I'll put the cooler in, bolt it, and then switch them out. But I need to run them down and make sure they will fit. So I'm gonna blow this other one out, run it down, make sure I can get them on there, and I'll let y'all see what that looks like under there. Alright, now we got them blowed out, and crawl up under here and see if we can get them on. I really hope these work. But as you see, where am I at? Fittings right there. That's gotta be the perfect angle because of the steel bell. So might try to, I don't know where to put you out where you can see. I'll just try to get them on there and get right back with you. Alright, they're in, but they are kind of tight right in here, so probably gonna bend this over some more, put some kind of rubber there or something. Should be alright once if the car pushes back. Yeah, to anybody that's never seen into one of these, that's the engine protector itself. Alright, I get the tranny cooler set in, a couple bolts, and hook the lines up. Alright, we got it all in, bolted down. Still need to do something over there, but I'm gonna try to bend a little thin piece of metal, make a little bracket there. I don't know that it absolutely has to have it, but these cars rock, so I'm gonna try to put it in there. Just a little something to support it. But what I'm gonna do now is I gotta run out. I think I have the good fuel pump I want to put in here. I think I have on that Blazer. I thought I put the other one on there, but I think I put the good one, or the one for this car. But this one don't need the fuel pump anyways because it's getting the 35 PSI fuel pump. So It's on there. We'll pull it off. Yes, it is on there. Alright, so I'm going to pull this fuel pump off real quick and get right back with you. Alright, right now we got a complete mess. Wires everywhere, but I do have a Tranny cooler hooked up, and I have the fuel pump. I gotta climb in there and button all these wires up, but right now I got stuff going everywhere, and still gotta do that. That's why the fuel line's over here. The fuel line will run right down the shifter bar, and I gotta hook it into there. And I need to get the gas pedal in it. But I'm gonna try to make that. I gotta make that first, hook all that up, and then button all this up. See where I'm at. But I will get right back with you as I make some more progress. Hopefully see this thing run today. Make sure everything's good and make sure it pulls and see how that goes. But either today or tomorrow, that will be tested one way or another. And then after that, it's just fix a few things, button up a few things, tighten a few things, and straighten the frame, plate, replate places, and kickers. It sounds like a whole lot, but I don't know. If you don't completely wear yourself out, I don't think do 2 or 3 hours a day in the week. Should be fairly easy to get this done. But you never know what's going to happen, so we're going to keep kicking away, but get right back with you with some progress. Alright, got a little bracket made. Got it welded. Looks kind of rough, didn't clean it up, just in a hurry. But now I'll wait till that cools and I'll start running my fuel lines. Got the zip ties, the wire cutters. I'm all ready to button all this up, zip tie it all up where it's supposed to be. And then we're gonna start doing pedals. See if I can't go get these out. It's nice when you have somebody up on top and on the bottom, but I'm gonna try to break them loose by myself today. But I will, I guess I'll get right back with you whenever I get everything electrical taped and ran and where everything's supposed to be and buttoned up in the cab area. I wrote a little note there. I have forgot once or twice to turn my Tranny cooler on because it's different than everything else, but wrote me a little note. But I will get right back with you all on what I get done next. Alright, well, I got everything buttoned up, fuel lines hooked up, ran down, everything zip tied, everything ran up here. I use an excessive amount of zip ties and electrical tape, but basically I have it set up where I touch these two, that'll kick my Tranny cooler on. This eyelet is coming off the starter, and then you have this one power wire. The one by itself is the power wire coming off the battery, and then the other one's my distributor and my fuel pump. Twist them together, touch that to it, and it'll fire up. Hopefully you don't get stranded without it firing up, and that kicks on the Tranny cooler. But it's all buttoned up. I think I'm gonna call it a night. First thing tomorrow when I get off work, I'm gonna do the pedals, put some gas in it, put some Tranny fluid in it, check all the fluids, and make sure everything's working like it's supposed to, moving back and forth. I gotta figure out something on my brake line because it's actually ran right there, but the pedal I have has a relocator and it needs to be in the back. I might just bend that around and run it back there. Damn wasp. Been killing wasp all day. But I don't know if y'all enjoy this or not, but this is probably going to be, what'll be this week's video. It'll probably be about 2 weeks worth of videos, because we're going to run 1 week and take a week off and run another week. And then hopefully the transmission's still good. We're going to put it down in that Cadillac behind the TBI motor and go run somewhere maybe in August or something. I don't know. Having more fun right now building or working on the square body and doing stuff to the Dodge and this, but I don't know, once you get in the seat one time, it's hard to get away from it. But alright, I'll see you all, there it is back again. I'll see you all back tomorrow. Alright, we're back out here again. I've been doing a little bit without filming, but I have my brake pedal. I told you it was a cable relocator. I did get my brake line moved back here. There's my throttle, my gas pedal, and my brake pedal. My cable, I got it hooked up to the carburetor. But I'm going to drill some hose, start mounting this down. Hopefully by the time that my wife gets back, I'll be ready to put some gas in this and gonna fire it up and see how it moves. Make sure it moves, and then we'll go to changing the oil after we warm it up. And after these pedals are done, a lot of it's just welding. But I'm gonna get back to it. Need to drill these hoses real quick and put these bolts in. Then weld that pedal relocator or locator down, and I'll get right back with you. Alright, well, thanks to my wonderful daughter, we got the pedals in. She did the top part and I did the bottom. Can you move your little eggshell shoes there? They're all bolted down. This is all welded in, tightened up. We are ready to put some Tranny fluid in it, and when the wife gets here with gas, we'll be ready to fire it up. But I'll get right back with you when we get to that point. Alright, well, we got everything in. We topped off the Tranny fluid, got the pedals in, put some gas in it. Now it's going to be the first fire up of the season. Always good to turn fuel on. Fuel pressure. 2-3 pumps, it usually fires right up. Well, I guess usually isn't today. Might have something backwards here. We got 2 wires on. Hey, we have a 9/16 wrench over there, or an adjustable wrench. Oh, there's some cut up. All right, take two. All right, well, you never have a problem with this one.
Smell gas.
All right, and the box that says Egbert Racing, there's a little see if it's pushing a red light right there.
Don't see nothing.
Try to start. Starter seems to work. All right, take three. Alright, so we know it runs, we know it pulls. I think it's low on training fluid. Mainly we just gotta do a bunch of welding now. Weld some bars in, the window bar in the back, add a little bit to the bumper, plate some more. We'll be ready to go, but it's about all for today. We got wrestling. It's Monday, so we got wrestling, and your wife brought home some chicken. So we'll get back with you all tomorrow. Another day. As you see, Nick's cutting a piece of tubing. It is going to go from the up and over bar to the tank protector. Kind of like the one that's cut out. But it's just so if this car, hopefully it lasts long enough to, the back end will eventually be packed all the way in to here, and that'll start moving around. It's just a little extra support. But we gotta get that cleaned up. We'll get that stuck in and probably show you a little more video on our welding it in. We got a little extra help today, but we'll get this fitted and get right back with you. All right, it's raining, so you might not be able to hear very good. It is coming down, but got the two bars in. They're not perfect by no means, but I mean, it's pre-ran. I've never put them in before, so I was a little learn on the cuts. I got that over one over is a little crooked, but it is what it is. Got that all done and got this on, but I made a dumb mistake. Knew I shouldn't have done it, but I went ahead and was rolling good, so I did it. But I welded this side down and pulled that side. So tomorrow I'm going to get a big C-clamp, suck that down, and weld that. And we are getting somewhere on our list. Finally. We can mark tank protector off. And we got most of the tubing for the bumper done. The window bar, I think we're gonna go ahead and just erase that. I don't think I'm gonna do it. If the rear end, if the car's still good after this and the rear end starts to come up, then I might smash that part down and put it in there, but I actually don't even know if you're allowed to have it in the rules. So I need to tighten the cables, finish welding that bumper on, do the kickers, straighten the frame. But it's all work in a sequence. Don't know if it's right or not, but I'll straighten the frame up. I plan to do that Thursday and then put it on the trailer, put a little bit of pressure on it, put the kickers in, and then after that I'll tighten the cables. So kind of helping it all together, I think. I don't know. I haven't built very many of these cars. I think I'm gonna start building more of these harder cars because I kind of want to build a car that I could run most of the year, because I'm not gonna have enough time soon to be derbying or working on cars as much. So I hope to derby about 2-3 times a year, and there'll be that car. I mean, I ran my bone stocks a lot, but I haven't really had luck out of them. I don't know. But I don't know what I'm gonna do that tomorrow, so I might record some of that. Probably not, but I just need to pull that down, finish welding that, and I need to round up my torch and the trailer and get everything ready for Thursday, and might go watch like a scrapper race and minivan derby. I don't know. Depends if this is still doing this or what I got going on, but I will get right back with y'all when I'm out here working. Thank you for watching. Alright, well, car's starting to look better. We've got it straightened quite a bit. And now we're putting paint on it. I can't remember. We've just been busy. Ain't really had a chance to actually record. We did get this locked back down the rest of the way. I will post a picture right here on how we did it. And we started painting. Got the back wheel changed. Got that all thread welded back in. But we are just about ready to... We didn't paint the trunk. Paint the trunk. But hopefully we got it loaded up tomorrow. I'm about to put a couple batteries on charge. We got to put kickers on it, tighten the cables, and check everything. Should be ready. But we will get back with you tomorrow. We'll try to show some more of what we're doing. The kickers are basically going to be like them bars we put. We're going to have to cut angles. And they will go from right here behind the A-arm to that dash bar in there. But we'll get right back with you tomorrow. Hey, I've got it all pulled down a little bit, pressure. Well, now we can put the kickers in it. We put the chain, throw a chain over the back, and people use different stuff, but I use the jack on each side and then the winch, and jack it up to where you want it. But it's popping and cracking as we speak. But we're going to try to get these kickers in real quick. I'll show you what they look like when we're done. Well, it is pretty well done. Got the kickers in, got the hood on it. We still got to do 2 bolts, check the fluid, and then there's a few more bolts we got to check over. Charging batteries now. But yeah, this is honestly probably the earliest I've had a car. Usually thrashing on the day of the Derby, but as long as nothing dumb happens. We did find a loose trailing arm. That's the important part about checking over, because if we didn't do that, then we would have never found that probably. But that's what it looks like. This will probably be the end of this video. Hopefully we have somebody there to record the heat, and we'll show you all how that worked out. Hopefully it works out pretty good. I don't think the transmission's leak is as bad as it looks. I think the other day when I put tranny fluid in it and overfilled it, it went into the protector pan, and when we put it on the trailer, it ran out. But alright, well, thanks for watching. You like what you see, like and subscribe. There'll probably be, hopefully there's another video of fixing this again for another Derby, and then we're going to start on another whole different project. But thanks for watching. You like what you see, like, subscribe, comment. I know we didn't go in real depth of this, but I don't know, we'll try to get better with that. But just a little trial run to see if y'all like the Derby videos. But thanks for watching.